So the winner of the 2017 Telstra Tasmanian Charity Award Winner is hART.
I just want to just look at those numbers again if you were on your phone and having a look. Brave, 9,000, Council, 5,000, Epilepsy, 20,000, South East Community Care, 800. And I think it'd be worth recognising in terms of the politicians in the room who do a tremendous job, just what that is, the value of that is to the community and to Treasury. And I just want to applaud those people who are coming up with us. So thanks for your incredible work. And I just want to also acknowledge, I'm a little bit nervous about this, the elephant in the room, and that is that I'm just a little bit in love with Dr. J. You know, what a guy, you know? It's not, I mean, nice skinny jeans, that's good. The boots, the Kenzo boots, I think are really good. But just a man speaking values with integrity and poise and the respect that you showed the people you work with, I loved that. I was really, my tear ducts experienced water again in a way that was really great for me. Thank you. So, our birthday buddies, Telstra Awards, thank you for introducing the incredibly important not-for-profit sector to the awards. We really appreciate it. We did begin in Burnie at a time when that beautiful city was hurting in 1992, and it was then the poorest electorate in what was called the poorest state. And that was the privilege for us. That was the beginning, because it gave us a platform to begin working with other communities that were hurting around the country, rural, regional and isolated communities, and to make that our specialty. We began literally with nothing, and we're now, it's the one platform you can boast. We are now the largest social change and arts media company in the country. We work in 50 communities. There are 8,000 people who have been here through processes that are sometimes up to 5 years long, 40 awards nationally and internationally, 300 artists and an audience of 2.5 million. We export our IP globally from Tasmania and do that proudly from the northwest coast through Wynyard Airport often, which has no security and the parking's free. It's a great airport to fly from. And if you're interested in flying out of Wynyard, next Saturday we open a world premiere of a Namatjira documentary, which is a feature doc looking at the issue of the Namatjira family not owning the copyright in their pictures. It's an invisible story, and that's our specialty. We'd love you to catch a plane from Wynyard, help the economy up there, and come to the world premiere at the Melbourne International Film Festival on the 5th of August. Plug, plug. However, I want to acknowledge that when we first began, we had no mobile phone. The first interesting experience for us was in Queenstown. If you're familiar with the West Coast and you're a young person and you're experiencing family violence, how do you disclose that pre the internet? How do you do that safely if the people that you need to disclose to know your parents? And our first experiment technically was to prove that you could do it safely online. And then we handed that idea on to some much bigger players in the field. Digital platforms are rivetingly interesting and only 10% known in terms of their potential. But they are nothing but hollow platforms unless they contain story. I don't like the Internet of Things as a phrase, but I do like the Internet of People. Our job at hART is to use story for a better world. We say it's harder to hurt someone if you know their story. And in a sense, you're a story maker, Dr. J. That's what you were doing when you mentioned 15 people a day. Cerebral palsy, is that what you said? 15 hours, much better statistic, thank you. That is a huge story. And Premier, you're a story maker, writing a chapter now, and it's an incredible privilege to be a story maker. And I'm saying that because from the top of the community down, story is the thing that fills the internet. So we want to thank the 50 communities, the 8,000 people, the 300 workers, the 2.5 million audiences, the Telstra team in the call centre who were so patient, and specifically the team sitting at table 8, from me personally, for the dedication working for low wages in the not-for-profit sector. And here's the inspo: nations are narrations. Nations are stories. And all of us in this work are narrating the future. So if somebody says they're not an artist or I'm not creative, you are, you're making stories. And if your business is not in the business of story, you're not in the business of nation building. Thank you.